Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Marianas Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories.
For every Japanese tourist that comes to Saipan, 30 are choosing Guam.
Also tonight, a college president wants to make a run for Washington, D.C.
And could an elusive deep water butterfly become our state fish?
In sports, we have badminton action as our local players hit the courts.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Can somebody please help me judge this chicken?
Juicy, seasoned.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the hair.
Now, who you think made this?
I don't know who cooked it, but they know how to cook.
Boom! Oh, McDonald's! Yes!
Are you serious? You don't like Mickey D's? Okay.
Guess what? I got something special for y'all. Double dip!
Cause that nods mean people who love McCrispy strips.
How you feeling now? Yeah.
Caught in 4K.
McCrispy strips, man, from Mickey D's. They here for it. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Now flying between Saipan and Rota, Micronesian Air Connections makes island travel safe, comfortable, and easy. Our Cessna Grand Caravan seats 9, offering comfort, space, and panoramic window views. With modern safety tech and experienced pilots, your 40-minute flight is as smooth as it is scenic. Whether you're heading to Rota for a serene escape or back to Saipan for business or family, Micronesian Air Connections is the connection. Book online today at flymax.com. Fly local, fly smart, fly Micronesian Air.
I love Marianas Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Half a day, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You're watching the Channel 2 News on June 20th from our studio on Capitol Hill.
For every Korean tourist who chooses Saipan, 2 pick Guam. For every Japanese visitor to the NMI, 30 go to Guam.
Tourism numbers show a sharp drop, another hit to the Marianas economy. The Marianas Visitors Authority logged just under 12,000 visitors in May. That's 36% fewer than the same month last year. South Korea remains the top source market with just over 9,000 visitors, but that's still a one-third drop, and Korean airlines have trimmed service. Jeju Air cut one of its daily flights, Asiana pulled out last July, and T-Way Air has paused all flights for a month starting June 9th. Analysts blame a strong U.S. dollar, safety crackdowns after a fatal crash in Korea, and a global aircraft shortage that slowed down route expansion. Japan's recovery is also stalling with just 573 visitors in May. That's in part due to United's new red-eye schedule. With flights arriving in the middle of the night and departing early morning, it's a tough ask for families with young kids. By contrast, Guam is welcoming nearly 18,000 Japanese visitors a month. That's more than 30 times Saipan's total. Arrivals from China have nearly vanished. With U.S. Customs freezing the EVS TAP visa program, only 183 Chinese travelers arrived in May. Other numbers for May include about 1,600 arrivals from Guam and the U.S. mainland. MVA says it is working closely with the Governor's Office, Commonwealth Ports Authority, and airline partners to protect what service remains and try to rebuild flights before peak season hits.
Low arrivals mean low hotel numbers. The local industry is facing a serious downturn, shedding jobs and struggling to fill rooms. Since the start of 2025, Hanmi member hotels have lost nearly a quarter of their workforce, dropping from 1,200 employees in January to just 928 by May. In the same month, hotel occupancy on Saipan plunged 37% compared to last year. According to the Hotel Association of the Northern Mariana Islands, average occupancy among its 11 member hotels sat at just 23% in May. Out of roughly 65,000 available room nights, only about 15,000 were sold. That's a sharp decline from nearly 24,000 rooms booked during the same period in 2024. Dave Berger compiles the numbers for Hanmi.
Do you think there's any hotel that makes money on Saipan right now?
Absolutely not. When we do the reporting statistics, we have every hotel. We don't share that because nobody wants their competitors to know what they're doing. We just put the aggregate. But the best performing hotels for the last 2 months are in about a 35% occupancy rate. You don't make money at that level.
Hanmi Chairman Dennis So says hotels are doing everything they can to retain staff and stay open, but it's getting harder. This month, Saipan is down to a couple of flights per day, one from Korea, one from Guam, and 3 flights per week from Japan. So is calling on the federal government to restore EVS TAP immediately and to invest in bringing new air service to the Marianas. Meanwhile, Marianas Visitors Authorities, Jamaica Taiwan is currently in Japan along with Governor Palacios, working towards a push for more flights to the islands.
With the CNMI economy continuing to struggle, what would director Frank Capra do? Well, he would do Dr. G Goes to Washington. As the sun sets on San Roque, Galvin Deleon Guerrero makes this surprising announcement.
It is with great humility that I announce my candidacy to serve as the next CNMI delegate to the U.S. House of Representatives.
Known to many as simply Dr. G and currently president of the Northern Marianas College, he has noticeably added his family name of Sablan to his political profile. He hopes to echo the literal footsteps of his uncle by walking the hallowed halls of the U.S. House of Representatives. Gregorio Khalili Sablan.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have known Galvin his entire life, and I have known him to be very different. I would now like to let you all know that he's different in a way because I know he's much, much better than me. He's a much better person than me, and that he can do much greater things than I did.
Mr. Guerrero says there is already a roadmap to work within the confines of a divided U.S. Congress.
Well, going to open up Congressman Kilili's playbook. He was very effective at securing important legislation for the CNMI while Trump was president the first time around, and that was also Republican Congress. So, that's one reason why I'm running as an independent is I want to be able to work with both sides of the aisle and ensure that the CNMI benefits from legislation.
Though our present representative, Kimberlyn King-Hines, is less than halfway through her 2-year term in Washington, and even though Galvin claims to respect her efforts,
there are things happening in Washington that need representation from the CNMI, that need someone from the CNMI who will speak up for us. I kind of like what Mayor R.B. Camacho's slogan is, if you see something, say something, right? Well, in my mind, if you see something, say something and do something. When there are when there are actual cuts to programs like the scholarships that benefit students because of cuts to the National Science Foundation, our delegate should speak up, should say something and do something. When there are proposed cuts to critical programs like Medicaid or federal financial aid or a whole range of other programs that benefit our people, food assistance, who is going to speak up for us? If you see that happening, say something and do something about it.
Dr. G will remain with the college until his candidacy is certified next year. He will then take a leave of absence to finish his campaign.
Washington, D.C. is the swamp, right? And the political landscape is a difficult landscape to work in. But that's no reason to sort of throw your hands up and say, well, this is the way D.C. works and there's not much we can really do. Kilili was able to do something. We should be able to do everything we can to exercise our agency to do something and not just say, hey, nothing can be done.
4 years ago, a majority of local high schoolers were graduating at a proficiency below grade level. PSS says those numbers have gotten markedly better. This week, the public school systems wrapped their school-wide improvement plan. Accountability Research Senior Director Yvonne Pangilinan.
They're making plans for student academic achievement and other things that might be important to their school for next school year.
Each group was comprised of school administrators, teachers, counselors, and parent representatives. They set out to share data and plans with all other parents this weekend.
I think it's important to note that the district has been moving forward. We've seen incredible growth from 2021 until this school year when our students graduated. In 2021, they were at a proficiency level that was not comfortable for the district. I'm sure also not comfortable for families and students themselves. But the progression from that year to this year has been, again, just outstanding. We've moved from a 40th percentile to 75% of our high school seniors graduating at or above grade level.
Another aspect incorporated into school-age learning is mental health and wellness, co-director under the Office of Accountability Research and Evaluation.
Our job is to try to encourage our schools to incorporate healthy activities for well-being, things that get students to be active, things that get students to take care of themselves, and ways for them to practice well-being. Over the years, we've experienced many things. We've had multiple super typhoons. We've had the pandemic where everybody was a part of. And so it taught us a lot of things. And in the forefront, mental health was brought up. And it becomes a major concern for a lot of our students, a lot of our families who's still kind of dealing with the impact of those things up until now.
Coming up, celestial navigators allow pilots to point the way home. Welcome to Saipan.
And the Sinamay State fish. 3 are running for the title and a rare one is spotted in the deep sea.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
Hey golfers, it's Tony. Just wanted to let you know that this year's Handmade Charity Classic Golf Tournament will be on Saturday, July 26 at Lolo West. Hole number 13, it's either a hole-in-one or a 6. Sorry guys. If you haven't registered yet, it's only $110 through July 11 plus $30 optional play. That's pretty good, huh? I may be retired, but we're never too tired for golf. Oh, and thank you to all our sponsors. This year, we're supporting the Commonwealth Cancer Association. We appreciate you guys. So, don't miss the Handmade Tournament on July 26. Iwe, balesta later.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
But I think of you sometimes. Want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
What was the name of that flatfish?
Which one?
The flatfish. The
What?
one that looks like this.
Oh, I don't know.
The one that running for the...
Oh, the yellow, I don't know.
Oh,
Yellow
shit.
something,
We're also
butterfly
stupid.
fish.
That's a butterfly fish. Okay.
Yellow.
It's the butterfly
yellow?
fish.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Do you know the yellow fish that look like your flower?
What about it?
The butterfly fish.
Oh.
Have you eaten them?
Not that I know of.
At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537. Here at KSPN2 News, we're using the latest technology to push boundaries, take viewers places they've never been, from the ocean to the land, and even into the newsroom.
Secure, you're on camera 1, Dan camera 2, White Shots camera 3.
Camera 3?
And the shots we're getting these days, well, they're just incredible. New angles, new perspectives, part of our commitment to covering the Commonwealth. I'm not going to lie, there have been some setbacks and not everybody is always on board.
I can't work under these conditions. I'm a professional.
Half of the day, NMI, Dan Shore has the night off. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories.
KSPN2 News at 6, you gotta watch.
Let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go.
Welcome back. You are watching the Friday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
Islands big and small face a range of health issues, and this week professionals shared some valuable notes. The first ever Population Health Summit wraps this week on Saipan. Helena Palacios explains.
So population health is really the workings of a health system that incorporate clinical and public health and behavioral health all into one. It's really the intricate working of clinical linkaging to our community services. It's something that they've pushed a lot in the Western world and it's coming now into the Pacific, but it's really how CHCC has always run their health system. We fortunately are under one roof, so it's really given us the opportunity to hone in and build on our relationships and really the system of population health.
Healthcare leaders from across the Pacific gathered to discuss ways to make communities healthier.
No, we're just so excited to engage the healthcare community across the Pacific to come together and really take up our space and be at the table and have people at our home to enjoy not just Saipan but the hospitality of the CNMI. One thing is for sure, nobody hosts a conference or a summit or a meeting quite like the Pacific, and it's in our culture and it's in our blood, and when we push those things out into the world, we know that for sure it'll come tenfold in the deliverance and strength in empowering our communities.
One interesting topic, how to keep swimming pools safe for users. Chris Walker works for the National Environmental Health Association.
There's currently no regulations when it comes to regulating aquatic facilities. So this was an opportunity for semi-public, public pools at resorts, community areas to make sure that those waters are safe for the public. So the environmental program, we have the inspection form, we have a lot of resources. So they're going to be taking all of that information. And there's a process. It doesn't just get implemented. That has to be voted on. We had a lot of great partners within pool operators, public works. So they're actually going to be forming, let me see if I can get this right. It's a Saipan Aquatic Safety Alliance, SASA for short. So that's what they're going to be forming. And they're going to be meeting routinely just to make sure they're bringing everyone up to speed. Because when it comes to regulations, we want to make sure that everybody has a voice.
For the first time in 2,000 years, celestial navigators sail a double-hulled voyaging canoe 1,600 nautical miles from Palau to Taiwan. Then they fly home via Boeing 737 flying machine. Welcome to Saipan. Andrea Carr of 500 Sails steps off of the tarmac after the completion of an historic journey.
And this is the first in, they said, about 2,000 or 3,000 years that a canoe made it from a southern island of Micronesia, Marianas, our whole area, region, to their region. So I felt that they were so proud and so hopeful of the future.
The voyage first began on April the 1st.
I left April 1st, April Fool's Day, and then we started sailing from Palau to Taiwan on April 20th, which was Easter Sunday.
The crew arrived in Taiwan 2 weeks later. The return trip lasted 31 days.
So I'm actually very proud of our whole crew, captain, canoe, that we were able to make sure that everybody continued with their food, their water, everything lasted. In fact, we had leftover.
Each crew member is assigned a position.
Captain Cesario, he is our master navigator, grandmaster navigator, that is, and our captain, but he assigned me as a quartermaster.
The quartermaster is in charge of supplies, water, food preparation, and various crew responsibilities.
I think the main concern I had while I was on the trip regarding that is the amount of water, and that water is more important than food, as far as I'm concerned. Humans can survive without food for quite a while, but they cannot survive without fresh water.
While the vessel Alangiano Maisu had 11 crew members aboard, hailing from Yap, Palau, Guam, Saipan, Japan, and Taiwan, navigator Mario Benitez arrives powered by laughter via automobile.
Uncle Mario!
This voyage was powered by waves and wind and guided by the stars.
We had Captain Cesario's father's, which is Papa Maupiailug's, compass. It's a 32-point compass. It's not 360-degree compass. And that was such a wonderful learning tool.
The compass is segmented by diamonds representing directional quadrants.
Just seeing those points and to be able to translate that into following which star, that was quite interesting. And then also Captain Cesario would let us know that, okay, approximately 60 degrees or less to sail into the wind. So that means you also got to know which wind direction you were sailing with, basically using a star.
The journey included introductions to indigenous tribal peoples of Taiwan.
The hunter tribe and the ocean tribes that we interacted with really have a lot in common to what we do and to our cultural roots.
Grandmaster Navigator Cesario is planning a journey to Hawaii in 2026.
If hopefully we do get invited, that we would be able to have, for example, another person, maybe a youth, a younger person, because we were discussing also about how important it is to pass on this very important knowledge and, pass it on to the youth. So this is what we said several times, is that people like me, we are the sunset. And then people who are younger, for example, yourself, or Liana Lynn, or other people who work, April, I see her too, they are the sunrise.
Andrea Carr arrives on Saipan with a renewed perspective.
500 Sails needs to also, take on that responsibility of making sure that we do pass on traditional navigation, which involves so much more than just following stars.
Welcome ashore, welcome home, welcome to Saipan.
That's a long ways.
I know.
300 feet below the surface of local waters, scientists spot an elusive endemic butterfly fish that may get some votes for the state fish of the NMI. Locals aboard the Nautilus in last month's expedition exploring the Mariana Arc volcanoes, Sean McDuff, Kelsey McClellan, and Amanda Dedicatoria, along with other scientists and crew members, spotted a school of yellow-crowned butterfly fish, a deep-water fish endemic to the Mariana Islands.
What is it called, Sean?
Is it a butterfly fish?
Yeah.
Or one of them, butterfly or angelfish.
I think
the yellow-crowned butterfly fish, endemic to Guam and the Northern Mariana Islands. Great spot, Sean. Wow, hop a day.
Yeah, that could be a good highlight.
Yeah, this is a highlight.
Great design.
Amanda's on it.
The CNMI is trying to designate a state fish currently at the moment, and these fish are actually on the ballot. It's a three-way vote between this fish, the bluefin trevally, which is similar to the bigger fish we've been seeing a lot of, and the skipjack tuna. So,
I think these guys should win.
I vote for these. Yeah. Beautiful fish.
They're so.
Yeah, they're endemic, so that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Voting period for the CNMI state fish was originally going to close out on May 30th, but has been extended for another month and ends on June 30th. Residents can cast their vote for CNMI state fish using the QR code. Also, all three fishes can be sighted on the mural spread across the Mariana Trench Marine National Monument's contact station at American Memorial Park.
I still like the clownfish, but that's beside the point. Coming up in sports, they look really good, but they are really, really bad mittens. Next, don't turn away.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style. Location, location, location. Office space on Capitol Hill available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park. With natural light and ocean views, it's the perfect place for creative professionals. So upgrade your life and your working environment. Schedule an exclusive showing now. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans! The NMI sweeps bronze medals in various age categories for badminton competitions. Oceania team's second and first placers weigh in. At the 2025 Victor Oceania Junior Team Championships, our NMI team fought to take a stand on the podium.
It felt good winning my singles because they gave us another game to win our tie, which led us to getting third place.
I'm also proud of the NMI Badminton national team and me and Jude for trying our best and putting blood, sweat, and tears down in the court.
It's a big accomplishment for NMBA, for Saipan. We placed bronze in the U17 and the U15, and then so this time it's now the U19 team. Yeah. And we're so glad that we're able to do it here on Saipan.
The NMI team had coaching and development manager of Badminton Oceania training them up for the competition.
The most recent one, they were still at school, so they'd train 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and then come back after school and train from 4 p.m. till about 7.
Training with the national level players has paid off.
I mean, as far as other countries, they've been playing the shortest amount of time. Pretty much their program started in 2023 after the mini games would have been the real start of their program, but they've developed quite fast and the level's been progressing, which is really positive.
New Zealand placed second and was defeated by Australia.
Getting silver, it was pretty, I'll say it was a pretty expected result for myself. I mean, yeah, silver, it is what it is, and the way it went, just unfortunate for our team, so yeah, it's fine.
One of the New Zealand players were seen overcome with emotions as teammates gathered to comfort her.
I guess it's because I probably put too much pressure on myself, but because I lost 2 of the close matches. But I reckon I'll learn from this and come back stronger.
The pressure was on as the defending champions vied for gold.
I wanted to thank New Zealand for the intense game and thank you for an intense match.
We'd also like to thank the organisers and all the volunteers for making this event possible.
Australian coach is proud to say the least.
We are very happy with the performance of everyone. Team played very well together. So yeah, very happy with the performance throughout the week. It was more about the practice together as a team. So we got the chance to do that before the start of the event. So 2 days we put in there and we practiced as a team together. So yeah, that's a result of that.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight, partly cloudy with a 20% chance of intermittent rainfall. Low temperatures of around 78 degrees. This weekend will stay lovely, CNMI, with only a 20% chance of isolated showers, mild breezes, and high temperatures of around 88 degrees, cooling to around 78 degrees in the evening hours. The sun will set tonight at 6:49 p.m. and will rise again at 5:48 a.m., just in time for a rising celestial navigator to laugh about something. Maybe the tickle of the wing, the sound of the waves, or is that a little spray of rain misting the waking view of an approaching shoreline? And I will see you in the water or on the land.
Well, that's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, CNMI.
We will see you again on Monday.
Have a good weekend.